Hello, hi students. Today I am going to teach about your sixth chapter in 12th biology, reproduction. In that first chapter is reproduction in organisms. So you already have a basic idea about what is reproduction, what types are there, and what is lifespan, why reproduction is required. Reproduction to come new individual, to give birth to new individual and maintain species and different kind of organisms, maintain ecosystem, that is called reproduction. Reproduction basic question, what is reproduction, what is lifespan, they will ask in questions, 1 mark questions. So learn in this many definitions will be there. No particular difference about each type and write the perfect definition. So process by which living organisms produce new organisms similar to themselves. So for reproduction to happen, there will be gametes required, and basically in cell, nucleus, from nucleus chromosome, in the chromosome DNA gene will be there. They are responsible to get particular characters of the parent. Okay, so reproduction is two types, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means single individual will be enough to get new individual. But in sexual reproduction, there should be two kind of gametes, male gamete and female gamete, to get the organism. Okay, so these gametes are also called sex cells. Okay, so before going to that, in your textbook they gave different types of lifespan, how much time from birth to death these organisms, suppose we live for 100 years, lifespan came to 70-80 years, but approximate, like crow, dog and parrot live for many years. Parrot cow will be 20 to 25 years, crocodile 60 years, in your textbook crow 15 years, parrot 140 years. Parrot, even though it is small, parrot live for many years, that's why so many people will make as a pet. Okay, so but crow and parrot both look like same, but crow will be 15 years, parrot will be 140 years. Like that, similarly, fruit fly, horse, there will be many are there. So asexual reproduction is faster mode of reproduction. Okay, so it is very fast and single. Suppose I draw some, in textbook they gave you different kind of diagrams. Please learn those diagrams, practice those, and then you will understand the concept also. So in asexual reproduction there are 6 types. 6 types are there. Suppose fission, many smaller organisms, microscopic organisms, and different kind of organisms are undergoing a sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction for mammals and we, like that. So in asexual reproduction, first one is fission, second one is budding, third one is fragmentation, fourth one is regeneration, spore formation, vegetative propagation. I go one by one now. So here binary fission is like two pieces, in name only it is there, by fission, breaking the individual or dividing the individual into two pieces. Example, amoeba, diagram they gave in textbook, please observe it. Cytoplasm, see, single cell is responsible in binary fission. In amoeba, single cell is responsible for many metabolic activities. So here you see I gave some of amoeba, paramecium, leishmania. These are all protozoa. They are all come under binary fission. In multiple fission, one individual will come into many individuals. From one individual, many. Here also some of the, most of the algae will come under multiple fission. Like this. See. This is multiple fission. Many will come. So plasmodium will be the example. Some of amoeba, some will come under multiple fission also. So I move on to next one, that is budding. Budding, the best example is hydra. See, bud will come. In name only it is there. From individual side, outgrowth. Outgrowth, small outgrowth will come. That is called budding. The production of small bud outgrowth is coming from inside. That is also budding. Gemmules. Example is these buds. These are called in hydra buds. In Archegonia, some plants, bryophytes and all, gemmules will be coming. Even in sponges also, gemmules will come, inside outgrowth. That is inside. So, no, new individual from outgrowths. That is external and internal budding. External, that you should know, differentiate. Suppose they ask about what is budding and what type will be there, you should write with examples properly. So I move on to next one, fragmentation. Fragmentation is, in name only it is there, fragments. Parent breaks into fragments. Suppose for example here I gave Spirogyra, but see, in Spirogyra it will be ribbon-like structure. Spirogyra is ribbon-like structure. Suppose this piece fall under here. So it come as a new individual. New Spirogyra will form. So how many pieces will form? Those many. So in that also, each piece can become a mother cell, or each piece can give a new individual. Same, fragmentation and regeneration looks same, similar. But regeneration is accidental process, suddenly it happens. So from, suppose example, flatworm, tapeworm, those are also ribbon-like structures. These are anima, come under animal kingdom. These, each piece can give regeneration to new individual. Okay, then next one is spore formation. See, there are so many spores in Conidio. So these spores will give rise to new individual. Suppose conidiospores, zoospores. Conidiospores, example is penicillium. Here I draw penicillium antibiotic. There will be many spores will come out of it. This end will give many spores. Many spores will release. These are microscopic structures. You can only observe under microscope. These are penicillium zoospores. Chlamydomonas. Diagram they gave in textbook. Please observe it. These are motile spores. These spores can move. Okay. The last one which I am moving to in asexual reproduction is vegetative propagation. Many plants will undergo this vegetative propagation. So those are reproduction through vegetative pods, means root to stem leaf. Okay, root to stem leaves will give new plant. Suppose if you cut stem, new plant will come for some plants. Root also, like that, leaves also. Suppose bryophyllum, if bryophyllum fall down, edges, if when edges are touching, new plant will come. You observe the textbook. In textbook they give different kind of diagrams. Please observe here. These are very important. See the bryophyllum, even potato. Here conidiospores they gave. Hydra, new bud, these binary fission, you have to fill these, how many years each, these. And next one, in vegetative propagation only, artificial vegetative propagation. See, when it is naturally falling and coming, those are normal vegetative. This is artificial, we make. We will cut, suppose one hibiscus plant will be there, different colors of plant you want from one plant. Then you will cut the different plant piece and you will attach and keep plastering and leave for some days. Make it, then if you open that, roots will come, it will form. Like that, artificial vegetative propagation is by cutting the small diagram I have on. Upper part is called scion, down part is called stalk. So artificial vegetative propagation also three types: by cutting, by layering, by grafting. Grafting is that rose plant. You cut it and if you keep it with that, with the attached plant, parent plant, it will come new plant. Like that, by cutting rose, and different examples are there. You can do this as a practical, you can do it at home also. I think when you are small also, or your mother used to do this kind of propagation. So next I want to, this asexual reproduction is finished. Now I am moving to sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is which I already told, male and female gametes, two parents are important. These are called sex cells from two, male gamete and female gamete. Means in human beings, egg and ovum. Egg is gives ovum and sperm cell. Egg cell and sperm cell both together form zygote. Then after some meiotic 40 in womb, mother's womb, 41 meiotic divisions it occur. Then different cells, tissue, you know that, right? From so many cells, tissue will come. From so many tissues, organ will come. Organ system. From there, one organism will form. So zygote is the important one. Even embryogenesis, gametogenesis, everything will occur in sexual reproduction. Two cells are responsible for sexual reproduction. Suppose in this only, from birth to death, there will be lot of duration, so many years. This won't be those many years. This is smaller time, but this will be more time section. So this will happen very fast. This is slow, and life duration also, this one is more. From birth to growth, that phase is called juvenile phase. You should remember. They are asking what is juvenile phase. The organism which is undergoing from birth to growth, that is called juvenile phase, and from growth to death it is called senescent phase. Okay. So here see, there will be plants divided into three types: annuals, biennials, perennials. Annuals means which will come under 1 year, which will live for 1 year. Then again you have to throw that another plant, you have to seed, with seeds they will do. Biennial means which can live for more than 1 year, means 2 years. Perennial means more than 3 years, means 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those many years. Big plants, mango and all will come under perennials. And some other, you see the examples they gave in your MTG or Subhash publications, or some other book, one more is their Jeevit publications. You can use, they gave different examples and questions. You can write NCERT questions, answer, make a note, maintain a notes. You can note it down these also. So these will come for NEET. They will ask. So especially suppose here, see, water hyacinthus, which undergoes asexual reproduction, which covers terror of Bengal, full sea, full river or full area, that causes, that is most example they repeat in, they ask in NEET. And one more here is Strobilanthes kunthiana. Once in 12 years flower will come. These are under mountains. These are on Simla, Manali, some areas, special areas, Jammu Kashmir, they have these purple color flowers will come. Even on Ooty, Kodaikanal, I think you can see purple cover. They made shootings there. When these once in 12 years they go and do, very beautiful flowers will come. It covers full that mountain. So in this sexual reproduction, there are one more. One is annual, biennial, perennial. Another one is monocarpic flowers and polycarpic. Monocarpic means Once in lifetime flower will come, then that seed or what is we harvest, we use suppose rice, wheat and all will give single flower in their lifetime, that is called monocarpic. Polycarpic is flowering repeatedly. Means every year or lifetime, suppose it is there for 10 years, so many times, suppose mango and apple, orange, guava, these all will come under polycarpic. Okay, many types. So another one is seasonal breeders, and one type is this, second type is this, third seasonal breeders and continuous breeders. Seasonal breeders which will give babies or organisms once in a season. Suppose frog will come under this, and some birds will come. In continuous breeders, cow, cattle, all these will come continuously. Means one baby came for some days, afterwards again it give birth. It is continuously giving breeders, whatever organisms, babies of these animals, birds. Okay, in that sexual reproduction, one more part, estrous cycle and menstrual cycle. See, in human beings, menstrual cycle is important, which undergo bleeding, bleeds. But in estrous cycle, means suppose cow and all, no maturation, but no blood. But there are differences between the no blood in estrous cycle, but sexual urge will be more here, less in menstrual cycle in human beings. See the differences, learn those differences between, very important double star you can put for differences between estrous cycle and menstrual cycle. So there are in fertilization, I move on to next stages. There are fertilization, there are 3 stages: pre-fertilization, fertilization, post-fertilization. In this you can learn what is fertilization in second part. So in pre-fertilization there are unisexual and bisexual, which is having only one sex in a plant. It is called unisexual. Bisexual, two kinds, male and female, both cone or plant or flower or fruit, which is having both, are called bisexual plants. Suppose hibiscus come under bisexual, papaya, and papaya is unisexual, different kind of things. Like that, gametogenesis is very important, especially chromosome number, gametes, formation of gametes is called gametogenesis. Suppose in this, to happen this fertilization, chromosome number is important. Can you tell me what is the chromosome number of human being? 46. So pairs, 23 pairs. Like that, there are so many. They gave in textbook so many examples. You learn, you should remember that by meiosis, they are asking backside one question, meiocyte and chromosome number, don't get confused for chromosome number in meiocyte and chromosome number in gamete. This is diploid, chromosome number in meiocyte is diploid, chromosome number in gamete is haploid, means double. See, human beings it is 46, 23. You can remember important one, they gave ophioglossum, it is a fern, 1260. Half of that is 630. Like that, cat 38 chromosome. You can remember these all. There are many they gave. Then what next is, suppose these cell division in gamete formation, gamete mother cell in I think first year, meiocytes, microspore mother cell, megaspore mother cell, different kinds are there. So in this, external fertilization, internal fertilization is important. Fertilization which is happening outside the body. Suppose frog will mating will happen outside and it releases the eggs outside the water. Some will eaten up by some other organism, or else others will give birth. Outside, fertilization, mating which is happening outside, it is called external. Which is happening in human beings, which is internally, egg and sperm cell will meet, that is called internal fertilization. There are examples for so many organisms are having internal fertilization. Another one is syngamy and triple fission, male gamete and suppose syngamy and triple fusion is how coconut is getting water inside. The process of fusion of male and female gametes to form diploid zygote is called fertilization or syngamy. And another definition is there, it is parthenogenesis. Members like rotifers, honeybees, female gamete undergoes development from a new organism without fertilization. Without fertilization, there are new individuals are coming, that is called parthenogenesis. So, I will move on to next one in this post-fertilization events. This is the last part of the lesson, which is post-fertilization. Zygote and embryo is important. Oviparous and viviparous animals will come. Oviparous means which is giving eggs. Ovi, which is giving eggs. Those are called oviparous. Suppose all birds will come under that, and some of invertebrates come under oviparous. Viviparous means which is giving from egg to baby. Okay, that is called viviparous. So zygote develops into embryo in post-fertilization. First pre-fertilization, then fertilization. Last one is post-fertilization. In the haplontic life cycle, diplontic life cycle, haplodiplontic life cycle, three kinds are there. These are from zygote, diploid organism. By meiosis, spores will come. From spores, gametophytes will come. From gametophytes, here sporophyte also, gametogenesis, formation of gametes is called male gamete, female gamete. From there, syngamy. From that, from ovule, ovary and fruit coming. Okay, this is a haplontic life cycle. This cycle they gave in textbook. Let me check this. Yeah, even ovary wall develops into fruit carp, pericarp, which is an embryo, and some other questions also are there. Encystation, what is sporulation, what is oogenesis, find out the answers and maintain notes. Thank you.